Hey you guys, it's mzosofabolousTV. So what I wanted to do, I've been thinking really long and hard, and I wanted to start a new little series on my channel. I don't know in fact what I want to call it, but you guys seem to like my stories so much, and I can't, like my car vlogs, and I can't seem to do a car vlog for you guys if I don't have another story to tell. And like I said, I'm not making up those stories are real life. These are stories that really like legit happened to me. So like if I don't have any more stories to tell, I can only tell the stories, you know, as they happen. So I decided, you guys seem to like when I just talk, so I wanted to start a new talking series, and this talking series is going to be a little bit, you know, different and unique, totally away from the whole beauty aspect as far as like, you know, hair and makeup. So yeah, basically, you know, I want to touch on different topics as far as, you know, like relationships in the black community, whether it be current events, things that are going on in our everyday life. You know, I just wanted to have a little discussion with you guys, and you know, I want this to kind of be, you know, a thing where you guys can, you know, talk back with me and leave your responses and what you guys feel in the comment section below, and maybe I'll come back, you know, and respond to some of, you know, your questions. Now, once again, I do want to put out there, I am not an expert at all. I'm not saying what I say goes, but you know, this is just my personal opinion on certain things, you know, whether even if it be, you know, talking about a book or a movie or anything. This is just going to be a new talking series. And so what I want to do, so to start off with the first little, you know, segment of this series, before I get started, if you're wondering, I'm not bald-headed. I just have my hair up in a bun. I've been wearing my hair naturally straight for about a week and a half now, so yeah, I just got it pulled up. Makeup pretty simple, but I have a really bold lip. I am wearing OCC's lip pencil in Sable, which is a really dark brown. And then on my lips, I'm actually wearing MAC's lipstick in Sis. This is an old cult favorite. This is probably the second MAC lipstick I ever purchased in my life. So this is what's giving me that really dramatic nude lip. So yeah, boom boom boom. City Colors Cosmetics bronzer and blush and highlight on my cheeks. Also their eyeshadow palette on my eyes. Absolutely loving City Color Cosmetics once again. I can't rave about them enough. So yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is Doomsday. That's what we'll call it. I want to talk about Doomsday, or I have had several conversations with a friend of mine, and also I wanted to mention, I wanted to get, in this little segment, I wanted to get, you know, other people's opinions, and I am going to be interviewing other people in my personal life, and, you know, and getting their point of view on some of these topics as well. But I was talking to one of my boyfriend's friends who has become another one of my really good friends. Her name is Ebony, and she has special gifts. So you know, we've been talking about the end of the world or the rapture, and for those who don't know what the rapture is when, you know, Jesus actually comes back, and, you know, Judgment Day and all of that. So I feel like the end of the world is definitely coming. Not necessarily, I apologize, my phone is just blowing up right now. Let me put it on vibrate. Not necessarily you know, like the movie 2012 and Mother Nature is going to take over and things are going to start happening. More so of like the government taking over. And I don't want to necessarily say the government necessarily, but somebody taking over and putting us in exile. And that's a big thing that we have been talking about for the last 2 weeks is exile, and exile is getting ready to come. I feel like what the government and, you know, everybody is doing with all these movies, you know, we love all of these movies, like, oh my god, I thought I put it on freaking vibrate. I thought I put it on vibrate. I apologize. So the government and everything, they're putting these movies together, and you know, it's pure entertainment to us. We really enjoy these movies, but I feel like in a way it's almost a warning. It's almost one of those things where it's like, oh, they're telling us what's getting ready to happen, but because it's a movie, it's a, you know, it's a freaking movie and it's not real, we don't really think nothing of it. But that it's coming. It's definitely coming. And once again, this is just my personal opinion. Like as far as the movie 2012 The Purge, definitely. I feel like that bad boy is coming. It is coming. And I keep thinking to myself, you know, what enemies I got? I got 2 enemies. And I probably got enemies that I don't know of, but once again, I'm a very nice person. There's only 2 people I can name off the top of my head that do not like me. So I need to get them other efforts before they come get me. Okay? Or make nice with them beforehand. But yeah, The Purge. Also, all of these zombie apocalypse movies, all of these movies that has to do with some kind of freaking disease that gets out of control and outrageous, and you know, half of the world gets infected and half of the people start dying, then everything starts going crazy. And that's what I feel is about to start happening with this Ebola. I think it's so funny how, you know, the Ebola was contained in Africa, and now all of a sudden we're starting to see cases, you know, in the United States. And it's completely insane, like, you know. And I feel like, you know, they do have a cure. My boyfriend's cousin Ebony, she was doing some reading and she found out that they do have a cure for Ebola, but it only works on light-skinned people. I'm not going to say white people, or, you know, and it don't work on black people. It works on light skin. Now, I don't know how light you have to be for this particular cure to work, but it only works on light skinned people, which is absolutely insane to me. Now, I don't know how true it is, but we did do the reading up on that. And like I said, like, I just feel like it's coming. Like, something is going to happen where it is going to divide us as people. You know, the country thinks, you know, the government thinks, you know, they do all of these things to bring us together. But if you realize, like, the only thing that brings us together is tragedy. Like 9/11, we came together. As far as Boston here, the Boston Marathon bombings, like, we came together. But they're doing so many little things to get us to, you know, butt heads and fight against each other. Now, the main thing that I don't like, and it's going to be another topic in another video, is like the black on black crime. Now, I feel like the black on black crime is serious because even in my personal everyday life, there's light-skinned black people don't like dark-skinned black people, and dark-skinned black people don't like light-skinned black people. Like, we have this feud, and I constantly live in that in my everyday life. Like, it's absolutely insane, you know, the light skin versus the dark skin. So, like, things are going to happen. Like, things are going to happen. I don't know how soon it is. Like, even like I love watching that show, The Doomsday Preppers. I don't want to be crazy and start prepping like those people, but all I know is I need to meet somebody that's prepping. But my friend, she also explained to me that the Doomsday Preppers, it's not going to work for them either. You know, they're gonna, you know, their supply is gonna run out at some point. And I just feel like, you know, we all just need to come together. You know, we need to all have faith in God. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't believe in Jesus. Whoever you believe in, a higher being, you guys just need to come together and just pray, because Judgment Day is coming. Jesus is coming back. Okay? Jesus is definitely coming back, and judgment is definitely going to hit hard. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And I don't know whether... And like I said, exile is coming. Somebody is going to come and put us in exile. I don't know whether it's going to be the government, whether ISIS, this whole ISIS movement is getting completely out of control. I don't know. You know, like I said, something big is getting ready to happen. I don't know whether it's going to be something where it's another 9/11, but the world is definitely slowly but surely crumbling. Definitely, because we have all of these shootings. Everybody wants to shoot up schools nowadays. All these little kids are getting, you know, killed and molested and raped, and this has been going on for years. But it just seems like, have you guys noticed that, like, nowadays, like, it's happening a little bit more than it should be? So yeah, that's just another topic I just wanted to just, you know, run by you guys, like, and get your opinion. Like, what do you guys feel? Like, there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in all of the hype that they hear on the news and this, that, and the third, and I'm a big listener to the news. I absolutely love listening to the news, but I want to get you guys' opinion. What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel, you know, as far as exile and doomsday? How do you feel it's gonna go down? Like, me personally, I feel like it's gonna be a mixture of, what's that movie? I feel like it's gonna be a mixture of, like, friggin' World War Z with The Purge and oh, what is that movie called? It was some movie where, like, this big infection spread and all of this other stuff. I forget. I think it's called, like, The Conjuring or something like that. I don't even know. I could be completely wrong. The Conjuring could be, like, a horror movie for all I friggin' know. But I just really feel like it's coming, and it's coming big time. Or even, what is that movie? Oh my god. Or even the movie where like the Asians came over, like North Korea came over and like they took over, and like the teenagers like band together and they were like fighting back against them or whatever, like something like that. And I'm not necessarily saying Asia's coming, but something's gonna come. Like, we're so strong as Americans, and we claim to be as strong as Americans, but we're getting ready to turn on ourselves, seriously, and it is seriously getting ready to happen. I don't know how soon. My mom keeps telling me like I'll be long gone, dead and gone before all of that happens, but we'll see. But once again, this is my first little series to this new little talking series that I'm having. I would love to hear what you guys think. Also, I will be having reaction videos to some of you guys' comments as well. But remember to always rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/mzosofabolousTV. Facebook, facebook.com/mzosofabulous. Remember, you guys have a nice and wonderful day. Bye.